Hello Year 6, welcome to another Year 6 maths meeting. As always, you need something to write with and you need something to write on. Remember, we've got a new character this week, so keep your eyes peeled. Alright, let's get started. We're going to start with Percy percent today. Percy's going to find 80% of 500 and then 5% of 320. Pause your video and off you go. Alright, let's see what Percy knows. Percy knows 20% is 1/5, so 80% is 4/5. He needs to find 1/5 of 500, which is 100, and then 4 of those fifths to give him 400. Alright, we're moving on to 5% of 320. Percy's going to use the fact that 5% is half of 10%, and we can find 10% by finding a tenth. 1/10 of 320 is 32. Now that we've got a tenth, or 10%, we can use that to find 5%. 5% is half of 10%, so 16 is 5% of 320. Great work on that one, Year 6. All right, we're moving on to ratio with Horatio now. Horatio has some 5p and some 2p coins, but we don't know how many. The ratio of 5p pieces to 2p pieces is 3:2. He has 38p altogether, so which coins does Horatio have in his wallet? What I'd like you to do first, Year 6, is to pause the video and write down what we're comparing in words. Okay, so I'm hoping you've written down that we're comparing the 5p coins to the 2p coins. So 5p's to 2p's, 5p coins to 2p coins. That's what we're comparing. Now I'd like you to pause your video and write down the ratio that we already know. We already know that the ratio of 5p pieces to 2p pieces is 3:2. So let's have a look what that looks like. He's got 3 5p pieces and 2 2p pieces. That's 19p altogether. Now, final challenge, you're going to pause your video and find out how many of each coin Horatio has in his wallet. All right, let's have a look. What I'm going to do now is use the fact that I can scale up this ratio to 6:4. It's the same ratio, it just looks different. If he has 6 5p coins and 4 2p coins, this is his total. He's got 30p plus 8p. He's got 38p. Now, as always, with Horatio, we want to write our answer in words. He has 6 5p pieces and he has 4 2p pieces. The money in his wallet looks like this. Amazing job if you worked your way through that one, Year 6. All right, we're moving on to say it with Sam now. Sam is dividing by 6. I am finding 1/6 of 2/3. Your turn to say it, Year 6. I am finding 1/6 of 2/3. Your turn again. Time to pause your video, write down the equation and solve it. Off you go. All right, let's see how we got on. I am finding 1/6 of 2/3. Now I can multiply these fractions. 1 times 2, 6 times 3. They give me 2/18. 2/18 is your answer, but you may have spotted that this can be simplified to 1/9. Amazing job if you've written 1/9, Year 6. All right, say it with Sam again. He's dividing by 7 this time to find 1/7. I am finding 1/7 of 4/5. Your turn to say it. I am finding 1/7 of 4/5. Say it again, Year 6. All right, time to pause your video, write down your equation and solve it. All right, let's see how we're getting on. I am finding 1/7 of 4/5, and now I know I can times them across. 1 times 4 and then 7 times 5 to give me 4 35ths. And that's your answer. Well done, Year 6. All right, on to Ariana Grande this time. Ariana is finding the area of this triangle. As always, before we start, I would like you to pause your video and write down any formulae you know to find the area of a triangle. All right, let's see how we got on. You could have any of these written down. Half the base times height, half the height times base times height, and halve it. Now it's your turn to pause your video and solve this one. All right, let's see how we got on. I'm going to use the fact that I can halve the height to multiply it by the base. Half of 12 gives me 6. 6 times 9 is a fact I know. 6 times 9 is equal to 54. We were finding the area of the triangle, so we do need centimetres and squared to complete the answer. Well done, Year 6. All right, our new character for the week, not so mean old Myrtle. Myrtle finds the mean of numbers. The mean is the total of the numbers divided by how many numbers there are. The mean can also be known as the average. Mean is equal to the total of the parts divided by the number of the parts. I'm going to hide this. You're going to pause your video and you're going to write down anything you remember about the mean. All right, let's see what we've got. The mean is the total of the numbers divided by how many numbers there are. Well done if you've remembered. The mean is also known as the average. Mean is equal to the total of the parts divided by the number of the parts. All right, now it's your turn to have a go with the mean. Could you find the mean of these 3 numbers? Pause your video and off you go. All right, let's have a look. We need to find the total of the numbers. 18 plus 12 plus 12. That gives me 42. And then we're going to divide it by how many numbers we added together. There were 3 numbers, so 42 divided by 3, which gives me 14. The mean for this one is 14. Notice how the mean is within the range of the numbers we've been adding. I've got 18, 12 and 12. 14 sits within those numbers. It's no bigger than the biggest number, and it's no smaller than the smallest number I added together. We'll have a look at that again with the next one. All right, back to Myrtle. We're going to find the mean of these 4 numbers. Pause your video and off you go. All right, let's see what we've got. We find the total of these numbers, 9 plus 13 plus 10 plus 8. That gives me 40. I added 4 numbers together, so I must divide 40 by 4 to share this back out. 40 divided by 4 gives me 10, and 10 is the mean for these numbers. Notice how 10 sits within that range. It's no bigger than the biggest number. It's no smaller than the smallest number, which we added together. For this one, 10 was already in our list, but the mean isn't always one of the numbers that you'll find in your list when you're adding them. Well done, Year 6. Another great Year 6 maths meeting. And as always, you can go back through your video to practice any of these methods again. Well done, Year 6.